The quiet hum of the refrigerator in our kitchen always reminds me of the silence that grew between us. A silence thicker than any sound. A silence that filled every room, every moment, every unspoken word. I remember staring at the chipped paint on the wall above the stove, tracing the cracks with my eyes, imagining they were fault lines in our relationship. Cracks that started small, almost invisible, but then spread slow and relentless, until they were impossible to ignore. We had been together so long it felt like forever. A comfortable forever. A predictable forever. A forever that somehow lost its spark, its edge, its very definition of exciting. I loved him, I truly did. Or at least I thought I did. But the love had changed. It morphed into something safe, something warm, like an old sweater. But it was no longer the electric jolt of a new touch, the breathless anticipation of a shared secret. Then I met Alex at that conference, a business trip, a world away from our predictable life. He was everything my life was not spontaneous, vibrant, full of laughter that echoed and lingered. He had a way of looking at me, not just seeing me, but truly seeing into me, as if he understood unspoken parts of my soul. I had forgotten what that felt like, to be seen, to be desired, in a way that felt fresh and new and dangerous. Our conversations flowed effortlessly, late into the nights over lukewarm coffee in the hotel lobby, or hushed whispers on the phone back in my room when I should have been sleeping. His words were a balm to a dryness I hadn't realized I was suffering from, a thirst I had unconsciously been enduring. I told myself it was innocent, just friendship, a connection, a harmless escape from the monotony. But even then, a small voice inside me knew it was more. It was a crossing of a boundary, a step over a line I had sworn never to approach. The first time we touched, it was an accident. Or at least, that is what I told myself. A brush of hands, reaching for the same pen. A lingering touch on my arm. As he made a point-to-shared laugh that ended with our eyes meeting and holding for just a second too long. A shiver ran down my spine, a feeling I hadn't experienced in years, and it scared me and thrilled me. Simultaneously, I felt alive again. Vibrant, a different person than the one who woke up next to my partner every morning. The guilt was a dull throb, at first easily pushed aside by the intoxicating rush of newness, the attention, the thrill of the forbidden. But as the connection deepened, the guilt sharpened, becoming a constant companion, a shadow dogging my steps. It weighed on me, an invisible burden. I carried everywhere a secret world I built around myself, layer by layer. The lies started small, too, innocent excuses for late nights, for extra time spent on my phone, for a faraway look in my eyes that my partner eventually noticed and questioned. I remember the day it escalated, the day the line truly blurred and vanished. We were out for dinner. Just Alex and I, a celebratory meal for some work achievement. But it felt like so much more. The wine flowed freely. The conversation sparkled, and his hand found mine across the table, just a gentle pressure, a silent question, a silent invitation. My heart pounded in my chest, a frantic drumbeat against my ribs. I knew what was happening, what was about to happen, and a part of me screamed to stop, to run, to go back to my safe, comfortable life. But another part, a stronger, more primal part, yearned for the unknown, the thrill, the dangerous dance of what-ifs. We ended up back at his place, a small apartment filled with books and art, and a quiet energy that felt so different from my own home. The air was thick with unspoken desires, with the weight of our shared secret. with the knowledge that we were about to break something irrevocably. The kiss was soft, at first tentative. Then it deepened, a fiery, hungry embrace that consumed me. It was electric, dizzying, overwhelming. And in that moment, all the guilt, all the fear, all the reasons why this was wrong faded into a distant hum, a whisper against the roaring storm inside me. The aftermath was a strange cocktail of exhilaration and despair. The immediate rush of adrenaline, the feeling of being wanted, of escaping the confines of my life, was intoxicating. But it was quickly followed by a crushing wave of shame and regret. I lay awake that night next to my partner, staring at the ceiling, the silence amplified by the cacophony of my thoughts. His steady breathing was a comfort and a condemnation. At the same time, I felt like an imposter, a stranger in my own bed, a stranger in my own skin. Every touch, every word from him felt like a lie from me, and the weight of it was suffocating. I started living a double life, carefully constructing two separate realities, one for him, one for Alex. I became a master of deception, of half-truths, of misdirection. My phone became an extension of my hand, always within reach, always on silent. Alex and I found moments stolen, moments in cafes and parks, and hurried phone calls when I was alone. The stolen kisses, the hushed conversations, the shared glances across a crowded room. They were all fuel for the fire, but they also fanned the flames of my growing paranoia. The fear of being caught was a constant companion, a tight knot in my stomach every waking moment, every unusual question from my partner, every unexpected phone call sent my heart racing. My mind constantly replayed scenarios of discovery, of confrontation, of the shattering of everything I had built. I imagined his face, his hurt, his betrayal, and the thought alone was a physical pain that rivaled the initial thrill I felt with Alex. I tried to stop. I told myself I would end it. I even tried a few times to pull away. But the pull of Alex, the comfort of his understanding, the excitement he brought into my mundane existence was too strong. It was an addiction, a craving I couldn't seem to shake. The secrecy itself became a kind of thrill, a dangerous game that I was both player and prize in. I started resenting my partner for not seeing, for not noticing, for not making me feel this way anymore, for the very situation I had created. Yet at the same time, I hated myself for the resentment, for the lies, for the person I had become. Then came the day. The bubble almost burst. I remember it vividly. A Tuesday afternoon, a text message on my partner's phone opened for a split second, a name not mine. A message that could easily be misinterpreted. My heart leaped into my throat. My breath caught. My blood ran cold. He turned. He saw my face. He saw the panic, the guilt writ large across my features. He asked, "Who is that?" I stammered a nonsensical explanation, a quick fabricated story, and the lie tasted bitter on my tongue. He looked at me, his eyes searching, questioning, and for a moment, I thought it was over. I thought he knew. I thought my carefully constructed world was about to collapse around me, but he just nodded slowly, his expression unreadable, and turned back to his phone. The relief was immense, a physical wave washing over me, leaving me weak and trembling. But it was a temporary reprieve, a stay of execution. The fear intensified, if anything, the close call making me realize how precarious my situation truly was. The ending was inevitable. It always is with these things. The truth has a way of finding its way out, no matter how deeply buried. The exact moment is a blur now, a montage of raised voices, tear-stained faces, accusations, and desperate pleas. It wasn't a grand, dramatic reveal. More, a slow, agonizing unraveling of threads until the whole fabric of our life together lay in tatters. the look on his face when he finally understood, when he finally grasped the depth of my betrayal, is etched into my memory forever. A look of profound hurt and disbelief that haunts my dreams to this day. It was worse than any anger, any shouting. He just looked broken, and I was the one who broke him. I watched as his trust crumbled before my eyes, as our shared history turned to ash in his hands. Every excuse, every justification I had ever whispered to myself evaporated in the face of his pain. There was no going back, no fixing this, no mending the irreparable damage. The consequences were devastating, not just for him, but for me too. The person I thought I was vanished, replaced by a stranger I barely recognized, a person riddled with guilt and regret. The emotional toll was immense. The weight of my actions pressed down on me, crushing me. I lost his respect, his love, and in many ways, I lost my own. A part of me died that day, a part that believed in my own integrity, in my own goodness. The affair itself, which once felt like a vibrant escape, now seemed cheap, empty, and meaningless. The thrill was gone, replaced by the bitter taste of what it cost. The other person. Alex faded into the background, a fleeting memory, a catalyst for destruction. He was never truly about me or him or us. He was about what I lacked, what I thought I needed, what I was unwilling to work for in my primary relationship. Looking back now from this distant vantage point, years later, the clarity is blinding. I see the cracks in our relationship, not as his fault or even mine entirely, but as a shared responsibility we both neglected. But my response, my choice to seek solace and excitement outside of our commitment, was my own failure, my own moral lapse. It was a cowardly escape, an act of selfishness, disguised as a search for happiness. True happiness, I now understand, comes from within, from honest communication, from difficult conversations, from confronting problems head-on, not from running away into the arms of someone new. The pain. I caused him, the trust. I shattered the home I broke. I carry that burden every single day. It is a heavy weight, a constant reminder of the choices I made and the person I became in that period of my life. There is no easy absolution, no simple forgiveness for such a deep wound. I am learning to live with it, to acknowledge it, to use it as a harsh lesson, to strive to be a better person in every interaction, in every relationship I enter. The scar remains a permanent mark, a testament to the destructive power of infidelity and the long, agonizing road to understanding and self-acceptance.